talk about a moment right there, to have with somebody like him who's been there, seen the things that he's seen and just everything. And talk about a legend, man.
Having him sit in the seat I'm sitting in right now, it's crazy.
And to me too, like, I feel like in the world that we are in today, it's about relationships. It's about building relationships. And what's a better way to build a relationship than a podcast, a genuine podcast?
And we're back with another episode of Guys Being Doods Podcast, podcast based around all things sports, life, and, just some pure entertainment. I'm RJ here, and right here to my right-hand side is your boy, Mr. Luke Sula. Just a little reminder before we jump on forward, you can find the podcast on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or if you're a visual learner like myself, then YouTube. But guys, this is episode 52, man. We made it to a full year. We're more than happy that you guys have sticking through this entire journey with us, man. Every single Tuesday for the past 52 weeks has been incredible, bro. But, I'm excited to talk about it, but let's start here, man. How's this Tuesday going for you?
Well, man, hey, like you just handed it, you started it off pretty good right there. It's 52 episodes in, and it feels like I was saying, we've anticipated it all the way up till, and this moment's here. And, I'm excited, man. Like, it really showed consistency right there that, hey, we can do it. And in a sense, I feel like we proved ourselves right, I guess, because that's kind of from the start. Be like, hey, let's see if we can, consistently do this. Let's do it every Tuesday. And, we've started, to do it now. And I feel like we can't stop now. So
we're in it to win it.
Yeah, we're in it to win it now. We're not going to be Joe Rogan, but we're there to get to 1,000 episodes. And hopefully one day we'll see that 1,000 episode mark and it'll be all good. But no, dude, I'm firing. It's June 14th. It's Flag Day, bro.
There you go.
And for you guys that don't know, a little history lesson. Flag Day, 1777, I believe, is the day that the United States decided, hey, we're gonna make the Stars and Stripes the United States flag. So if you guys didn't know, it's a little history fact for you guys. Today's Flag Day.
You can always learn with us.
GBD's 1 year anniversary. So it's a great Tuesday, sir. Man. I mean, the weather's nice. You're looking great. I mean,
thanks,
dude.
man. You're looking great too. That's a fresh lid that you got on. I don't know if our audio listeners can see it, but our visual learners can see it, man.
Hey, yeah. Hey, shout out Hat Club. If you guys are listening or anybody knows anybody from Hat Club, send them my way because, dude, I love your guys' hats. All my hats are from there. And I just can't go wrong with Hat Club.
You're a Hat Club member, man.
I am a Hat Club member. I got a lot of points from Hat Club. So I'm fired up. The colorways are just insane, And I'm looking to hopefully bring a new hat to you guys every single week, just like we bring a new episode to you guys every single week.
$50 every week, huh?
That's tough. We didn't have to bring up the dollar amount
not
here
even
now.
Including shipping, dude.
Yeah, not shipping or taxes or California state taxes, Hey, but it is what it is. We're here being a dude, So I cannot complain. But I honestly might cry, dude.
Why?
Because, it's 1 year, dude.
No,
I really didn't think that we'd, actually get to 1 year. We've joked around plenty of times, like, should we just just delete this podcast? Like, should we just delete it? And I feel like, jokingly, like, but in some sense, a little seriousness, like, screw this at times. But hey, it is what it is. We've stuck it out, and I feel like that is what has made us stronger and better, though. In a sense, together and with the podcast. Because I mean, bro, like, start looking back at, the first episode, we're learning, there's so many things that we've learned in a sense, and you've done it before. And, I jumped into it and, kind of just learning the same thing on the ropes, but I feel like we've learned so much from episode 1 to 52. And if you guys are from the start, I couldn't shout out to you guys. You guys have stuck with us. That's what I'm saying. Like, just everything, the whole journey has been awesome, bro. Like just the feedback, the people that have stuck with us, like, I don't care about the views. I don't care if we get the 60 views or whatever. It's the fact that we have consistent people coming back each week. Like, you know what I mean? And they'll hit us up like, great episode. We're whatever. Hey, do this next episode, whatever. Like, that is what, at the end of the day, fires me up, the most. And bro,
we have something good here, bro. We have a good little small community that's going to grow because you could see it, bro. Every single week, people chime in. Someone new chimes in and be like, oh, yo, love the content, boys. Love the podcast. Keep doing what you guys are doing. Dude, our community is slowly growing, man. It's awesome. We have something good going, man. We're not trying to draw certain attention or nothing. We're just sitting here every single Tuesday being dudes, man. We've done it for the past 52 weeks.
Yeah. Hey, and you said it right there, man. I mean, literally, you're just sitting here being some dudes, and again, like, bro, the guests that we've had on to help us build, just start building our journey and who we are and what the podcast is about. Like, I mean, dude, just think about the handful of guests we've had, bro. Like, wide range of music people, clothing brands, athletes, everybody, you know, we haven't, you know, like that's what I'm saying. Like we've been everywhere trying to do everything. And, you know, it's hard at times, you know, sometimes we do miss the things, you know, and sometimes we do get things wrong. But I think, again, it's part of the learning process. It's part of who we are and what we're hoping to become, and the plans, goals, and everything that are in future for us, I think are big and have a chance to be really big. And like I said, if you guys have been with us or are new with us, you know, stay with us, because, you know, we're learning, you know, and then the feedback too. That's what helps us. You know, the feedback helps us grow each and every week.
Yeah, seeing your guys' support, you know, like that Tuesday and you know, that Wednesday after we just put in a long Monday, a long Tuesday, you know, that's what really fires us up. Because I mean, if you guys think that there's been, or all 52 Tuesdays have been freaking glorious, then you guys are way wrong. There's been many times, you know, Monday night where I'm just like, shit, dude, do I really have to edit this podcast right now? But you know what? You sack up, or I sack up, and I just get it done, bro. Like, and then when we were doing the college baseball rankings, like you were in charge of that. I know you did that for like 13 weeks straight, 14 weeks straight, staying up late at night, Sunday night, figuring out, okay, where should I put what team? Where should I put this team? And it's like, that takes time, bro.
Dude, it was, it's
first couple weeks, it's fun. It's a great time. But like, you know, after that 8th week, probably you were like, damn, like this is becoming a hassle. But you know what? You stayed through it. And look at this. Consistency, bro, is key.
No, dude, it's crazy. Yeah. With you mentioning like consistency and everything, man, like, and us being 52 episodes in now, and you have the experience a little bit with, you've had a couple podcasts, and I kind of jumped into it, but I just want to see, like, I just want to hear your thoughts about like what's the biggest thing that you've learned so far with, you know, us being 52 episodes in, and what's been your favorite thing, I guess you could say, because bro, there's so many, like you said, a lot of feedback. Like for me, it's just like, yeah, it's the every week, like seeing what we could possibly do better, you know, figuring out the new creative plan, you know, like whatever's next. So I just want to like,
that's a great question. I will say, like, okay, over the past 52 weeks, you know, I've mentioned it before the podcast a little bit to you, like you've been a really important role to what my passion is and what I've been trying to do for the past, you know, several years of my life. You know, I started this back in, I think, 2016, you know, like not necessarily Guys Being Doods, but like, you know, I picked up the camera back in 2016. Started out with vlogs, started out with reaction videos. I did everything. You know, I tested it all out, see what I didn't like, see what I liked. And, you know, I came back to vlogs a little bit, and I came back to a podcast. You know, I started a podcast. This is my 3rd podcast. And, you know, it's not me. I look at my failures prior to, like, you know, they're just lessons learned. You know, I've learned everything throughout my entire journey. And it's like, once you came along, you were that last important piece to the puzzle. It's like I needed someone right there next to me to be like, hey, we have something this next week, or we have this, you know, we have a podcast that needs to get done. You know, someone there to push me, right? Or, you know, someone there that's going to tell me what I'm doing wrong in the moments, you know, because if you don't have someone like that next to you, it's like, what's the purpose? You guys aren't going to grow anywhere, you know? And like, you're that last important piece of the puzzle. I feel like, you know, we got something good going on. We have a good community. You know, people really enjoy what we do. And, you know, and the most important part though of everything is make sure that we enjoy it. You know, if we're not enjoying it, then there's no purpose in doing it, because like I said earlier, it's like, we're not doing this for the satisfaction of, you know, becoming famous necessarily. It's like, we're doing it because we enjoy coming here every single Tuesday and being a dude.
Yeah. Just chit chatting it up,
you know, but like my most favorable moment, I think, of all these 52 weeks is, you know, just seeing, I don't know, I feel like I'm big into like psychology. I like analyzing the way people think, the way people take in things. And I feel like together we've really learned a lot throughout the process. It's a little bit of a unique answer. Okay. I'm kind of weird, but like with like all the posts and like what we've learned in the reels and like how the timing of everything is like, cause I'm a geek for that stuff. You know, I'm a computer nerd. I sit on my computer, I pick up the camera and all that. And you've taught me, hey, this won't hit because this is too long. Hey, this is not going to hit because of this. And it's like, I've never realized that before. Yeah. You know, I was always just posting content without a purpose. And I think what you've brought to me is everything has a purpose.
Yeah. No, yeah, I 100% agree. Like going off, you know, just saying that too, because I found, you know, myself, the weaknesses that I have, you know, you help strengthen them up, you know, and it's the same way I feel like we balance each other. You know, you keep me in track, I keep you in track. And again, that's what's helped us stay consistent, 52 weeks in. There might have been a week when you're like, fuck, I really don't want to do a podcast this week,
100%.
But me shooting that text to you, hey, it's another week, it might have got you going. And same way for me, you said me like, hey, you're on the way, like, there you go. Like, it's, it's just those little things, and just going back on it. Like, I just can't wait. It's the baby steps, right? Like it's the infant stages of this. And I just can't wait till, we're 100 episodes in, and all those, the big, just the big things really start reeling in, and the plans and all that. But yeah, I mean, again, shout out everybody, shout out you, bro. Like this shit's been awesome, bro. Like legit. And I mean, lastly, we can't forget to mention, the place that we're in, bro. Like if you guys have been with us from the start and just been able to enjoy this place with us, I mean, it's the barn, bro. Like
it's the barn.
Shout out to Sellings. You guys have been great to us, allowing us to come in here and just hang out and be some straight up dudes. Every guest, not a single guest has not liked this place. I mean, they've fallen in love with this place as soon as the doors open. They're like, holy cow. And it gives you that feeling, it gives you that comfort, it gives you everything to just come here and be a dude, and just chit chat it up. And again, like I said,
thank you guys enough.
Yeah, we can't thank you guys enough. It's truly a blessing. And like I said, you can't have a great podcast without a great setting, and we got a great setting. So
I think you said that in the very first episode,
bro.
And
that's what it's about, bro.
Podcast without a great setup,
and that's
we
what
have
it's about.
A good podcast and a great setup. That's exactly what
we
said.
have a great podcast and a great setting. We're 52 weeks episodes in. I'm going to say we have a great podcast now. But again, hey, shout out you guys. We appreciate it so much. And if you guys are 21 and over, head on over to the Fifth. They got themselves a nice little bar in downtown Clovis. Great. I mean, it's a great vibe, great overall atmosphere. You can get yourself a nice drink. So head on over, tell them GBD sent you, or just go over there, have a good time. Know? But yeah, dude, I mean, 52 episodes in, I can't wait to see what's next, bro. We got the website, like we mentioned last episode, it's coming out soon. I'm excited, bro. That's the one-stop shop. And that's when everything's really going to get moving.
Everything's going to click.
Hang on. Go ahead.
Let me flip this question on you. I didn't get to ask you this, because you did say earlier that you jumped into this, fresh. You didn't know anything. You didn't know what to expect. You kind of just jumped into it straight. Like, what has been the most challenging part for you in this entire process? Because I couldn't imagine, bro. Like, I honestly, our podcast looks stellar in all points and areas, and it's like, that takes a lot of years and a lot of experience to understand that and know that. And you tacked it and you just freaking absorbed everything, bro. Yeah. So what's been the most challenging thing for you?
I would say for sure the consistency. I mean, the planning, the figuring those things out and all that. A lot of people, I guess, in the podcasting world would say not necessarily you need the great setting, because you look at Joe Rogan, bro.
Right.
And he's just got. It's just it looks like damn near a basement, it's just him and that's just the setup he got, but I think the way that he especially has established the world of podcasting, it's established it. I mean, look at the Impulsives, look at the, the Barstool podcast, look at all those podcasts with the great settings, the great atmosphere. And I think, just part of that and learning the consistency, learning about what is it like, again, going back to your point of digging deeper, like what is it? What do we got to figure out? What do I have to figure out this next week? What do we have to do? What do we have to talk about? What should we talk about? Those are the little nick and cranny things that you just got to truly understand and dig deeper into, because again, I've watched so many podcasts. My YouTube is just filled of podcasts. And coming into it, I've always kind of had a vision in a way of what, if I had a podcast, I would kind of want to do it. And so when we got this opportunity, and we had the same type of visions, it was the same type of goals, same type of everything. Well, it was like, two people's better than one. Let's get this thing rolling, and let's get it going. And obviously I know, it's, we're not just going to have that vision right off the bat, but by being consistent, by, having the passion, having everything that we've done, I feel like we are going to get forth to that vision. And I think just the most challenging thing, I would say consistency. The most fun thing has just been trying to reach that vision, reaching what our end goal is, and just and that end goal is having that team, having those group of people that, just want to get content done, want to get it done, want to put out a great podcast, want to, go get those great interviews, just want to do everything and just build the community to even be bigger, and everything. And there's so many things, bro. It's
absolutely.
I just think, bro,
all that.
I just can't, like I said, my favorite thing is definitely just waiting and building to see that vision finally become reality, I think.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, that would be my answer.
That's good, man.
I got my other question. What would be your favorite episode?
Favorite episode? I don't know. We have 52. So like off the top of the head, I don't really remember the numbers, but Fashawn, man, was probably one of the goated episodes we've had, bro. That shit was so sick. Remember when he freestyled for us, bro? I mean, that shit was so sick. That's a memory that's going to last for forever.
Yeah, no doubt. No, hey, shout out Fashawn for sure. We had him twice, you know, and if you guys haven't seen or aren't following him, he is going on tour here starting in a couple months or like next month, I believe.
Fresh Yard Records.
Yeah, dude. I mean, bro, let's talk about a moment right there, you know, to have with somebody like him who's been there, seen the things that he's seen and just everything. And talk about a legend, man.
Having him sit in the seat I'm sitting in right now, you know? Like, it's crazy.
And to me too, like I feel like in the world that we are in today, it's about relationships. It's about building relationships. And what's a better way to build a relationship than a podcast, a genuine podcast, not a scripted, like, you know, this is what we're genuine. I want to get to know you. You get to know me, vice versa. You know, let's get it done. Let's chop it up. And with Fashawn, bro, like, I mean, dude, I had lunch with him, you know, at Chef Paul's, like just randomly. Me and BK went to lunch, and he was out there, and we happened to sit at each other. Like, we've grown a relationship. Like, you know, I've seen him perform. We've got to see him perform. Like, you know, we've built that relationship with him, and that's what it's all about. At the end of the day, like, you know, yeah, we got to chit chat it up, but at the end of the day, we built a relationship that now, you know, we get to call each other, you know, friends. I think my favorite episode. Ooh. I don't know. I love them all, bro. Because for me, it's like every week, like the way that the planning and stuff, it's like, all right, let's get the next one better. So like for me, it's like, okay, yeah, good. I like that there. I didn't like that there. Let's build. So I think it's just coming back each week has been my favorite thing of everything. And because every episode to me is a great episode. It's another great Tuesday.
I learned something new every single episode.
Yeah, that's the important thing for sure. You got to learn something.
It's awesome. It's genuinely awesome. Whether I'm looking it up myself or like I'm learning it from you, I literally learned something new every single week. And I hope you guys do too. You know, like we're not the only ones here, but hey, let's jump on forward, man. You know, college baseball is in full effect right now. The super regionals are going on. The baseball right now is the most intense baseball that you're going to be able to watch throughout the entire season, guys. Yeah, College World Series is coming up here this next week, but the super regionals and the regionals are where these teams go head to head. This is where you see the underdogs defeat, you know, the guys who are supposed to win. And, you know, we had one of those instances this week, which we're going to get into. But man, Luke, what do you have to say right now for college baseball?
You know, tickets are punched, and you know, there's only, I think as we're filming this, there's still 2 more games being played. But yeah, I mean, it's said and done. You know, the road to Omaha is finally coming down to a near, and you know, teams are gonna be playing in Omaha. I mean, dude, talk about a weekend of baseball. Texas A&M, as we start off there, they were the first team, you know, to punch their ticket. You know, and they played Louisville, who coming in. Dude, they were legit, bro. I
thought that they were going to beat them, to be honest.
I had high hopes for Louisville coming in and everything, but shit, Texas A&M handed it to them. 2 games swept, and you could kind of say they're almost, besides Tennessee and everything, which we're going to get into, you could say that they're almost the story of college baseball. I mean, they're, in a sense, they're a team that you look at and you're like, oh, wow, like, hey, they're here, you know? And so we'll see what happens with them. And I mean, start off, like I said, they're the first team to clinch right off the bat. And,
they remind me a little bit of Mississippi State.
Yeah, in a sense, for sure. Yeah, because, you know, that's a very valid point. I would say for sure. Who was the second team to clinch? Was it
I think was it Oklahoma?
It was the Oklahoma game. Yeah, so the Oklahoma game, Virginia Tech. To me, coming in at the end of the season, Virginia Tech was hot, but they weren't. I felt like they were just the team that was people were talking about, like they were just putting out and trying to say that they were good. Cause like when I was looking at rankings, when I was going through and everybody was like, they were putting them in the top 10 and like, yeah, they're a legit team, but their schedule and everything, it just wasn't intense. It was a tough. I don't know. I just didn't see them fully making
Oklahoma going right through them.
Yeah. I saw that one. Just Virginia Tech. I mean, they're a great squad and they did have a good season, but I just didn't see them really. I didn't even see them making it to super regionals, but they did, you know, and that's the beauty of baseball, you know, going back to it. But yeah, no. So Oklahoma advances. I was watching that game, dude, and did you see the outfielder? He made I think it made SEC top 10, or it might have or not. But it was like a ball in left field line. and he's running over, boom, he like catches it right over the fence, like flips over and everything.
I did see that. Into,
I think it was like
right?
Kendall Pettis or something like that for Oklahoma. Yeah, the outfielder.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah, it was legit. I mean, talk about it right there. That's laying your life out on the line for, your pitcher, your team right there to help them advance in a sense. A big moment, big energy moment right there. And going on to college baseball, that's, like I said, it's not always necessarily the best team. It's who brings the more energy, who has the most energy. And at the end of the day, it's also pitching, coming down to the double eliminations, the 3-game series. You need your pitchers. You need the energy. You need all that because the little details, and all that.
I think going on that pitching point, though, it's very surprising that one of the teams with the most pitching, that threw gas is out of the tournament now, bro.
Yeah, I mean, Tennessee versus Notre Dame, which he's talking about. Yeah, I mean, they went to 3 games. They went all 3 games, and again, I saw Notre Dame handing it to them. If any team were to, it would have been Notre Dame, and they did that. They played with more energy, and that's what won them the series because Tennessee, no doubt, was the better team. Yeah, Notre Dame had a great season, and they were a great team, solid squad, great coach, but when you come in with that energy, watching all 3 games of the series, they didn't take their foot off the gas pedal. No. They literally were like, let's go, let's roll. I mean, bro, every walk, their whole dugout was like, let's go. Like they were fired up, every single play fired up, locked in, ready to go. And that game 3, I mean, they're down 3-1. And as soon as that guy just put the ball, I think it was double down the line or something like that, just kind of get the momentum started. And then the home run ties it up. 3-3 ball game. I mean, you kind of give yourself a momentum. Then they take the lead 4-3, and then from there they have all advantage. Yeah. They have full energy. They took the energy and rode with it and ended up winning that game 7-3. And Tennessee is a team that you can't let your foot off the gas pedal. They could have, and Tennessee could have came and put 9 on them, and they didn't. And dude, the guy that closed the game for Notre Dame was a true freshman, bro, and just dealing. I mean, I think he made an error at the end towards the end of the game, like a little throwing. A guy bunted, Drew Gilbert bunted just to get a little action going. He bunted, made the error, and he's like, he's like laughing it off. Like, think about this moment. He's super regional. He's a freshman, and he's kind of like chuckling it off. It's like he knows that he's comfortable enough. He trusts his stuff enough that little bunt isn't going to do any damage. Right. He's got the stuff. His team's going to do the job. They're about to go to Omaha. And that's the look that when I saw that game or when I saw that moment, I was like, yeah, Notre Dame, they had in the bag. Yeah. And then even the announcers were talking about like the coach, like as a coach, you see that. And, I'm putting myself in the coach's shoes. Like I see my pitcher do that, after, or like, yeah, I'm a little upset. Should have made the play, but hey, he's got it. He's full confident. Right. He's getting the next guy. And that's exactly what he did. But yeah, no, dude, Tennessee got eliminated, bro. I mean, their final record was 57-9, 25-5 in SEC conference. I mean, to do what they did, you got to give your hats and all respect to them. Like, there's so many people that hated what they, for who they were and what they did, the coach going out and doing what he did with the umpire, Jordan Beck flipping guys off, the energy, just so many things that you could name off of why not to like the team. But at the end of the day, what they did, the way they competed in the SEC in Division I baseball, I mean, the record they had, you got to give your hats off to them. You got to be able to understand that as baseball and as a team. That's unheard of, and in the SEC, they were 6 games ahead from the second team under, which was Arkansas. And they put up 140 plus home runs, and the second team under them was Arkansas with 75 home runs in a single season. Like, just when we get down to numbers with what Tennessee did, unbelievable. And I mean, you can go back, to ask, are they the best teams to never win the national championship? Yeah, they might be. So. You could label them as that, but at the end of the day, they did what they did, and I mean that you still got to tip your cap to them, bro. But I mean, the number one seed curse stays alive, dude. Yeah, dude. If you think about that, like, and that's what I'm saying. It's kind of what I mentioned too. Like, when you're that hot and you're that good, what's everybody expecting? You to fall. What's everybody looking for? You to fall. Because why? They already know you can win. They know you can play. They know you can hit home runs. They know you can pitch. They know you got the gas throwers. They know everything, right?
Right.
So as soon as you lose, it's all, it's everything. And
it's a party.
So, exactly. So it's not even that. It's just, it's hard to be the number one seed. It is. As much as people think like, they got their high rolling and everything. There's a lot of stress. There comes stress to that too at the end of the day. But no, man, that was a hard fought series between Tennessee and Notre Dame for sure.
Yeah, I was sad, dude. Honestly, I was very sad. I saw one of the Tennessee fans prior to the game had a sign up that said, it's a bad day to be Irish. And I was just like, dang.
Well,
dude.
I felt bad for the kid. He celebrated his 10th birthday there. They showed a sign. He's like, all I want for my birthday is a Tennessee win. Oh, yeah. I was like, oh man, that poor kid. He's gonna remember that one forever. But hopefully, they're bringing back the damn near the same squad next year. That pitching staff was all freshmen. So that and they're bringing in the transfer from Kansas. So
no way.
So that team's gonna be just as good. But it is gonna be another thing. It's gonna be hard to hold that number one spot. But
what's the first baseman's name? Luca or Luke?
Lipscomb, or I know who you're talking about.
Yeah. First baseman, dude. He's a 6th year senior.
Yeah.
That is insane. Yeah, he's done. Yeah, he's done. Right, he's done with his college baseball career. He doesn't have no way he has another season under his belt.
No, yeah, he's a senior for sure.
Oh, okay. But, thank God.
I thought you were saying he's like done with his career. No, he's probably going to get picked up somewhere by somebody. He's got a fucking swing and a half.
Yeah, I know.
He can piece up a ball. But,
yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
who's the next matchup? Was it Ole Miss? Yeah, I think so.
But I just wanted to, before we finish that off, like Notre Dame, bro. Like the last year they went was back in 2002. That's crazy. No 20
shit.
Years and when they went in 2000, that's what I'm saying. So Notre Dame could be the team that could that could win it, because the last time when they won in 2002, they beat the number one team, who was Florida at the time, and they ended up winning So if they beat the number one seed this year, Tennessee, they might be riding the high wave and repeating history they did back in 2002. So we'll see for sure. But the next matchup we could was it the Ole Miss?
I think it was Ole Miss, Southern Miss.
Yeah, no.
I will. One thing I will say about Ole Miss is that I feel like last year they should have been in there and they got eliminated, and this year they finally earned what they deserve. Yeah. I saw them going. I think they earned it, dude.
They didn't even see. They were the big question into it. They shouldn't even, in my opinion, and everybody else's opinion too, they shouldn't have even been in the bracket, because you had 3 teams that had a better record than them and everything. I understand that way with
too.
Conference record too. They didn't even go 500 in conference.
I understand that point too, but like looking at the part where okay, they got placed. They got lucky enough to get in. And then they just fucking battle their way out, because dude, they should not be there, like you just said, but they fucking beat all these teams that no one thought that they were going to be able to beat them. And now look they're going to another College World Series. And it's like, I don't know, man. That's where I stand with them. I think they're deserving enough.
When it comes down, once you're in, but yeah, no, I get what you're saying, but at the same time, they shouldn't be. Once you're there, you're going to compete. So they're obviously going to show who they really are. But there was 4 other teams that should have been in who could have been doing the same thing. You know what I mean? That's where people's frustration was with the way the rankings and the way the placements went in. Because, obviously Ole Miss, now that they're in the big stage, they're a great team. They're going to perform. They're going to do what they should be doing. But in season, they didn't even go 500. They weren't that hot as everybody expected them to be. But somebody slid them in there, over a team like NC State and over I think Oklahoma State. There was another 2 teams too, and that slid them, teams that maybe should have been in there over higher RPI and higher rankings,
That stuff gets sus.
Yeah,
man.
that's what I'm saying. There's things that get real down to detail with that stuff. But Ole Miss, they're a legit team, bro. They get it done. And that pitching staff overall, they're a bunch of dudes, bro.
They are a bunch of dudes.
And I could see them for sure making, being a team that's not supposed to be in there. They're going to be like, all right, let's fucking prove it and let's take it to them. So that one's definitely interesting. They beat Southern Miss, who had a great season, and they could have been seen as the underdog team for the whole series in a sense too. But they were a fucking legit squad, bro. They were legit. Dude, they were doing some things that were unheard of. And, Ole Miss finally silenced them and sent them home. So they're enjoying their summer now, and Ole Miss continues on. East Carolina versus Texas.
That game ended so late last night, dude. It was like past midnight and everything, because they were in they were like in a 5-hour. I could be wrong on the hours, but they were in a really long delay. It was lightning delay.
Yeah, there was a bunch of weathers for a couple games. There were some other delays, but Texas headed back to Omaha. Yeah. I think they're another team. That's what I'm saying. It's anybody's game now at this point. Shit, because Texas, they got the pitching staff, they got the hitters, they got guys that can get it done. So it's just a matter of who plays with more energy and who has the better pitching staff is going to really win this thing.
I was kind of going for ECU in that matchup, to be honest, man. I like that Jacob Jenkins Cohort. He's a freshman, bro. Launched a couple bombs in the super regional, bro. I'm like, wow, that guy's electric, dude. As a freshman stepping up for like that. Dude, I honestly wanted to see the Pirates in there. But,
Pirates, they could have. It was the first time making it to
a super regional.
So yeah, I mean, if they would have just won it,
and they won that first game too.
Yeah, no, they did. I mean, they weren't not supposed to be there.
Right.
They earned every right to be there. Yeah, for sure. And it's just the better team at the end of the day came out and won. And I think that's what I'm saying. Like East Carolina, they pushed all season, bro. They just kept fighting, and once you get that better team, sometimes it does come back down to the better team. I think. But yeah, no. Who else do we got?
Arkansas and UNC, bro.
Oh yeah, that was a toss up. Like I was saying earlier, the UNC one. I mean, I've always wanted to go to UNC. And Arkansas, electric team. Their middle infield and they're pitching, losing their star, but their pitching coming in and just handling business. Still doing it. Like if they had their stud there, you got to give your hats off to Arkansas. They're a team full of energy. You watch them play. Their fans are in it constantly and. Dude. I mean, bro. I mean, let's talk about their sports, bro. I think it was women's softball went to the super or the tournament play too. I think their track won. Like I think in all of like the last in this year for like last 6 months, like Arkansas has been like all their sports have like won. Like football, like they've all been in the big tournaments, big everything. So I mean, Arkansas sports, bro. They're legit. They show that they compete and. They're a team that you can't sleep on. Arkansas, man. They're gonna be there. I'd love to see them in the College World Series. I think, in my personal opinion.
Yeah, but overall, I liked that matchup though. I think I liked it more because the colors. That baby blue is so nice. That UNC's
got. It is nice for sure.
And then the Arkansas red is just so nice because it's like they wear like cream jerseys. I'd say their jerseys are pretty sick. Dude.
Yeah, just the solid cream with the Arkansas A is nice on there. Yeah,
but they were ranked 1 going into the season. Remember they lost that big pitcher and then it dropped them their
that's
rankings?
What hurt them. Yeah, I mean because they started off when because they lost them right in the beginning of the season, but they still started off and then they started off pretty good. They were doing all right, and then they kind of fallen off, and everybody was like, "Oh, yep, they don't have the guy." Now they're kind of figuring this is who they're going to be. But then no, I think it was kind of once they've realized, okay, now we can be a better team without him, kind of thing. Let's turn this around. Let's be who we really are. They played who they really were, and
that's why there's no surprise that they're there.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, because that's what I'm saying. One man doesn't make a team, and that's a proven point right there. Because all come in preseason, they were all on him. Arkansas is going to be the team because you got Battles, you got the other guy. I'm blanking on his name right now, and then. With the pitching staff that they have, all returners too. I think they're juniors or seniors. No, juniors this year. All returners, bunch of dudes. You can't go wrong with that team.
Bunch of dudes.
Yeah, and losing their main guy, obviously everybody's going to be like, oh, they're not going to be good. They're not going to be good. Hey, they proved it. Chip on their shoulder and just proved them wrong. But yeah, no.
Well, the other 2 games haven't started for us since the time that we've started recording this. We hope that our boy B. Jones and the Cardinals, moved on from facing UConn. Man, that is a gritty matchup right now. They got game 3 today. Game 1 went to the Huskies, right? Huskies, right? Or Huskers?
No, Huskies, yeah.
Huskies, yeah. And then game 2 went to Stanford. But man, I want to say, you want to talk about our Omaha predictions?
Yeah, no, because right now as we're filming, you got Stanford and UConn, and then also Oregon State and Auburn going on right now too. So you got those 2 series. So those are the last 2 ticket punch. So we'll see what happens there. But I mean, the prediction wise, really, I mean, I think right now I'm just gonna root hard on. I think I'm gonna have to go with. I'm gonna take Arkansas probably to win the whole thing.
Okay,
just overall.
I like that.
I mean. Yeah, if Stanford makes it, I think they got a good shot, but legitimately their pitching, I don't know if they're with the double elimination 3-game series, their pitching is really going to have to show out against these tough teams, man. So again, it's anybody's game and, but overall, I even maybe Texas, but I would say for sure Arkansas and Texas there, Stanford. So those are my top 3 we're going to go with: Arkansas, Stanford, Texas. I'd love to see one of those three teams take it and possibly win it all, But at this point, with the energy and the way the game's being played and the style, I just want to see someone win the right way, and just win with all due respect, So I don't really got a true final, what I want to see prediction, because last year we went on, Mississippi Vandy, didn't really know much about Mississippi like that.
Yeah.
Just knew of them, knew what they kind of did, but once we got there, we knew about Mississippi State. So it could be we're going to see a whole new atmosphere. Arkansas, we could see the Hogs or whatever. We could be those could be the new, we could be Hog fans coming home, whatever the case may be. Just something, something crazy may happen. So really, I don't got a true prediction. I just want to see I just want to see a good matchup and the right way and how it's supposed to be. And these next 2 weeks are going to be really exciting, So what about you? I mean,
I said on our live earlier that, it's double elimination in the College World Series, which means you need to have good pitching and you need to have a lot of good pitching. And, you mentioned one of the teams that, your initial prediction, Arkansas, I do believe that they're going to be in the finals. But the other team that I do see winning this entire thing is Oklahoma, dude. Their softball just won the Softball College World Series. I don't think it's ever been done before in college sports, baseball and softball. Imagine, bro, Oklahoma, baseball and softball.
No, that'd be pretty cool. You'd definitely root for them for that.
That'd be crazy.
They do have the pitching. They do have. I mean, they got the team.
They're gonna have to play hard.
They're gonna have to play some real tough baseball for sure. And I could see them getting it done. Yeah, I mean,
that's where I'm at right now.
No, that's a bold prediction. I like it for sure. But I mean, do you think they can? There's some tough teams out there.
There are some tough teams, man. And, I always say, man, baseball is anyone's game, as we saw this last week, bro. We always go back to that point. And let me tell you, baseball is the definite game of inches, bro. Yeah.
The one thing for sure with Oklahoma, like, because with them being in the SEC, I mean, bro, like, it's they and with the way the teams were this year, looking at their record, though, they were the most, they stayed consistent. They never really just fell off. They were never terrible. They never had a super hot week. They never had a super cold week. They stayed consistent, winning 2 out of 3 of, the series or whatever the case, 3 out of 4, whatever it may have been. And I think that's what has allowed them to stay in it, is the consistency. Mm-hmm. And also, when you got a staff, I think they got 4 dudes who are just absolute units right now, just getting it done. So it makes it easy. So yeah, that's a good bold prediction for sure, I would say. And we'll see see where they could go. Yeah.
Because I saw them play yesterday. I was watching the game, and just like the way they play, would you say they're one of the teams that has like the craziest energy out there, or no?
Oklahoma?
Yeah.
Okay, so in a sense, no, but each team has their own set of energy.
Exactly. They have their own way that they do
because they definitely bring energy for sure.
And I think
they're not the most energy.
I could just see them being the team that, wins it all. And then all the people that like hate on Tennessee, will come back and they'll be like, see, this is a team that has class. This is the team that is most deserving, blah, blah, blah. It's just going to be another
whoever wins it, they're going to say that.
Yeah. No,
they're going to say that because, bro, that's what I'm saying. There's so many. Like, I don't know if maybe it's just because I'm a competitor baseball guy. Cause bro, I loved it. Yeah, there were times when it was like, all right, it was uncalled for, but that Tennessee energy, bro, is what won them 57 fucking games. What made them go 25-5 in SEC conference. That is solely what did it for them. And so, like it or not, that's just the way it is, and that's the way dudes compete, and I think it's just a hard pill for some people to swallow,
100%.
But I like going back to that energy point. Each team brings their own energy, and that's what makes college baseball fun. Because I think when you get to the pros and you get to the the big dogs, you kind of look at those teams and you can kind of see, okay, you already know what to expect from this team. You already know what type of vibe you're going to expect from this team. You go to a Dodger game, you're going to get a lot of energy. You're going to get good fans, all that. Right. You go to a Pirate game, you're going to get 4,000 people there, and it's going to be a dead game. You're going to be the one have to like pumping yourself up type thing, but you go to a college game and it's intense, no matter a Tuesday game or a fucking Saturday game. But yeah, no, I'm excited to see who makes it and makes the Final Four. We're at the Final 8 right now. But yeah, should we talk about our last thing?
Yeah, let's talk about the last thing, man, before we wrap this one up, man. Episode 52.
All right. Well, hey, if you guys are here listening still at this point, we got something for you guys that hopefully should be fun, I think, and also can help us out and help us grow. And it also, you guys brings the community to contribute a little bit. So we're going to put together a little logo design contest, which is going to be out now. It should be posted on our Instagram, on our Facebook, Twitter, wherever you really find us, where we post our social media. But basically, we're looking for a whole new design. We're looking,
out with the old, in with the new.
There you go. He said it perfectly right there. We want something new and fresh, and we want it from you guys, right? We want a whole new logo that's really just going to tell everybody who we really are. And I feel like when we started it, I don't hate our logo at all, by any means, but it's out with the old, in with the new. We need that new. It's 1 year. We need the new rejuvenated feeling and vibe and all that. So I feel like, why not bring it to you guys? Mm-hmm. So we got a new logo design contest. It's out now. Mm-hmm. It's going on. So you guys got, I believe, a month. It's going to go on for 1 whole month. The deadline is going to be July 12th, 2022 at 7:30 p.m.
Yep.
And that gives you exactly 1 month. And basically what we're going to do from there, you guys will send us in. You'll see it all on the post and everything, but on the Instagram and all that. But you guys are going to send it in, and we're going to choose our top 10. We'll choose the top 10 from there. And then from there, we'll go on to an Instagram and a Twitter poll. And you guys, the viewers, will get to vote and decide who the best logo will be. And from there, the winner will be the new official GBD logo. And I think that will be, a fun way to kind of just work with you guys and see, you guys are going to hit us up and, ask questions about, what we like, what we don't like, vice versa. And maybe put together a dope logo. You guys put together a dope little logo together. And yeah. I think it could be fun, like I was saying earlier.
Mm-hmm. I want to see your guys' creativity, man. It could be any color, any shapes. We don't really give a shit, man. Just submit something, that you think that could represent us well, man. And we're gonna ride with it. I want to put it on a t-shirt too. We should add that in there.
Oh yeah, no, dude, it's gonna be posted everywhere. I mean, it's gonna be on our social media. It's gonna be our official logo. It's gonna be on the merch. It's gonna be and the old logo is still gonna be there. It's gonna be still rocking with us. I mean, it's. That thing, everything's rocking with us from the start. But yeah, I think it's time to see who's the creative minds out there and see what we can get building. Because I think we could get some cooking. I think you guys can hopefully share it and send it to the right people to see what
get it out there, guys. If you guys know a graphic designer, shoot the post on our Instagram, on our socials to them,
and we'll put it up on here too. It should be on the screen if you're watching. It should be just chilling right here, maybe a little banner logo or something going.
And make sure you tell them that they'll get $100 if they win. Make sure you tell them. That's very important. That's the most important part. That could get you a couple hats off the Hat Club.
There you go.
Look like Luke every week.
Yep. So let's run it down. We got a quick new logo design contest. It's out now. Out for a whole month. So you guys got a month to work on it. If you need extra time, let us know and maybe we'll extend it. But yeah, 1 month. So that will be July 12th. We'll announce the top 10 on our episode 56 at 7:30. You already know it's another great Tuesday. And then we'll give you guys 1 week to go ahead and vote for your guys' favorite. And that winner will be chosen July 19th, 1 week later, with a $100 gift card and the new logo. So you just go ahead and check the Instagram out and you'll see it right there. And
that's gonna be awesome.
I hope we get some good entries. At least I hope we get some. And maybe we won't get any, but who knows? But that's it for me. That was the last little announcement I got.
Yeah, man. That's about it that I have, man. I appreciate all you guys sticking through this podcast, sticking with us for 52 weeks. If you have been, that's crazy, man. I can't tell you how much love I have for you and every single one of you. But one thing that could really, really help us out, and I feel like we don't like to talk about it because we don't want to push our viewers, but, just by liking or commenting on, the videos, it just helps the algorithm so much and helps us grow, so if
just dropping a comment.
Yeah, drop a comment or just drop the like. I know you have to sign into your YouTube account, but you guys all have YouTube accounts. It's just a Google account. You don't have to make anything new. Just sign into your Google account and drop a like or, drop a comment and share the video. It'll really help us out and really help that algorithm out.
Yeah, pushes the algorithm and, helps get the new viewers and new subscribers and new people to come hang out with us each and every week.
Absolutely. But, I love you guys. I thank you guys. We thank you guys. And, that was episode 52. We'll be here for the years on end. But, for our first year, I think we could check that box, man.
Strong 1 year, strong.
Strong 1 year. But we appreciate all you guys. I hope you guys have a good rest of your day. We'll see you guys next Tuesday. Peace.